Hello students, welcome back. Now we are going to discuss about regarding absorption loss. Okay, absorption loss. Actually, it is one of the type in attenuation. Okay, it is one of the type in attenuation, right? So here attenuation is defined as the decrease in the light power. Okay, it is defined. It can be defined as the decrease in the light power during light propagation along an optical fiber. Okay, attenuation can be defined as the decrease in the light power during light propagation along an optical fiber. Okay, so the attenuation can be done in three ways. One is the absorption losses, second one is scattering losses, and third one is radiative losses. One is the absorption losses, second one scattering losses, third one is radiative losses. Now coming to this first one, now we discuss about this first one, that is absorption losses, right? Absorption loss. Okay, it is caused by three different mechanisms. Okay, the absorption loss caused by the three different mechanisms means absorption loss can be done in three ways. First one, absorption by atomic defects. Okay, first one, absorption by atomic defects. Second one, extrinsic absorption. Extrinsic absorption. Okay, it is also called as impurity absorption. Okay, extrinsic absorption is also called as impurity absorption. Next, third one, intrinsic absorption. Okay, so all these are types of absorption loss. Okay, one is the absorption by atomic defects, right? Second one, extrinsic absorption, it is also called as impurity absorption, and third one, intrinsic absorption. Okay, so these three are the types of absorption losses, right? Now coming to the first one here, absorption by atomic defects, right? So here we have to discuss about the in detail of these three absorptions, right? Now coming to the first one, absorption by atomic defects, right? So absorption by atomic defects, right? So atomic defects are nothing but the imperfections in the atomic structure of the fiber. Okay, the atomic defects are nothing but the imperfections in the atomic structure of the fiber material. Okay, already we told you the fiber materials are made up of with different materials, right? And core and cladding, right? Core and cladding are made up of with the different materials, like silica, SiO2, like that. So we are having different materials for core and cladding, right? So atomic defects are nothing but the imperfections in the atomic structure of the fiber material. So here the examples are atomic defects. For our atomic defects, the examples are missing molecules. First one, missing molecules or light density clusters of atom groups. Light density clusters of atom groups or oxygen defects in glass structure. So always the glass can be made up of with silica, SiO2, that is the glass. Okay, glass can be designed with the silica, SiO2, right? So here the examples for the atomic defects are, first one, missing molecules, light density clusters of atom groups, and oxygen defects in glass structures, right? So all these are the examples for atomic defects. Actually the absorption losses arising from these defects are negligible. Okay, the actually the absorption losses arising from these defects are negligible compared with the intrinsic and extrinsic absorption effects, right? Compared with the intrinsic and extrinsic, the absorption losses arising from these defects are negligible, but they can be significant. They can be significant means that can be important in if it is exposed to ionized radiation. Okay, if it is exposed to ionized radiation, this kind of effect can be seen in the areas of nuclear reactor. Okay, nuclear reactor environment, and second one, medical reaction therapies and space mission, etc., right? So this kind of effect can be seen in the areas of radiations like nuclear reactor environment, medical radiation therapies and space missions, etc. So all these are the radiations, right? Here the areas of radiation, right? So these can be here we can observe the ionized radiation, right? In this ionized radiation, it is very important. Which one? absorption losses, right? And next one, the radiation. Okay, radiation damages a material by damaging its internal structure. Okay, radiation damages a material by changing its internal structure. Okay, the damage effects depend on the energy of the ionizing particles or rays. The damage effects depend on the energy of ionizing particle or rays. Those rays are here ionizing particle or rays, right? Here the particles are nothing but electrons, neutrons, whereas rays indicates gamma rays. Okay, so the damage effects depend on the energy of ionizing particles or rays. Here the particles are nothing but electrons and neutrons, and rays indicates the gamma rays. It also depends on the radiation flux and the fluence. Okay, so the radiation damages a material by changing its internal structure. The damage effects depend on the energy of ionizing particles or rays or the radiation flux and the fluence. Here the fluence is nothing but, just you know about that one. So here it depends on the three parameters here, right? It's three particles, right? So here the particle indicates electrons and neutrons, the radiation flux and then fluence, right? So it depends on these three factors, right? And next one, the total dose, that is radiation energy received by the material. The total dose, that is the radiation energy received by a material, is expressed in the units of radiation of silicon here, right? Radiation of silicon, right? The total dose or radiation energy received by the material is expressed in units of radiation of silicon, which is a measure of radiation absorbed in bulk silicon. Okay, so the total dose radiation energy received by the material is expressed in units of radiation of silicon, which is a measure of radiation absorbed in bulk silicon, and the unit is defined as here, one radiation of silicon is equal to 100 ergs per gram. 100 ergs per gram is equal to 0.01 joules per kgs. Okay, 100 ergs per gram, that is equal to 0.01 joules per kgs. That is the one radiation of silicon here. Now if you see the graph, between induced loss, this one is the y-axis induced loss, here the x-axis is having dose. Here dose is nothing but radiation energy. Okay, radiation energy, right? That is up to 10,000 here, right? So here the attenuation, so the attenuation is increased ionizing radiation causes attenuation centers. So as the radiation energy increases, the loss is also going to increase. Okay, as the radiation increases, the loss is also going to increase, right? So in next figure, here also after time after irradiation, right, after completion of this radiation, right, so as the energy increases, right, as the energy increases, as the time increases, the attenuation will get decrease here, that is induced loss will get decrease here, right? So that means that as the radiation level increases, higher the radiation level, larger the attenuation, right? Higher the attenuation level, larger the attenuation, lower the radiation level, low attenuation, right? In case of the fibers, higher the radiation levels, higher the attenuation, right? Higher the radiation, sorry, lower the radiation level, lower the attenuation. So that is the conclusion. So the attenuation here, it is having the decrease in the light power. Okay, attenuation is nothing but the decrease in the light power. So it is having, it can be done in three ways, right? So these two graphs, right, so it tells about regarding radiation and then induced loss, right? These two graphs, right? Next one, radiation. Here more the radiation, more the attenuation, right? Higher the radiation level, higher the attenuation, lower the radiation level, lower the attenuation level. So these are regarding absorption by atomic defects. So it is one of the type in attenuation, right? So attenuation is nothing but the decrease in the light power during light propagation along a fiber, right? So the absorption by atomic defects, it is one of the type in which one? Absorption losses. So absorption loss, it is having mainly three types. One is the absorption by material atomic defects, and second one is extrinsic absorption. It is also called as impurity absorption, and third one intrinsic absorption. So it is the third type. So just now we discussed the first one, absorption by atomic defects. Okay, in next video we discuss about regarding extrinsic absorption, right? Okay, so it is having mainly three types now absorption, right? So absorption by atomic defects, extrinsic absorption or impurity absorption. Third one is intrinsic absorption. Just now we discussed regarding the first one only. Okay, so that is the absorption by atomic defects, right? So in next class we see about extrinsic and intrinsic absorption. Okay, thank you all. Thank you.